Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Taylor here. So on today's review video, I am going to be reviewing the Beats Solo 2 Wireless headphones. Now, I got these headphones because I wanted a pair of headphones that could travel easily with me, that were comfortable, especially on long flights, especially on long car rides, things like that. But I also wanted something that sounded good while not being extremely super expensive. And I also wanted something that did have some functionality, meaning that I got these wireless ones because I wanted to be able to connect to them wirelessly, change the songs, change the volume, things like that, but also have the option to plug it into like my Nintendo Switch to play that, or to plug it into something else like my computer or my iPad or something if the battery died, or if I just wanted to have a headphone cable there. So that's kind of why I ended up deciding to settle on these. So let's find out if these are pack worthy and see if there's something that you should take on your next vacation with you. Let's get packing. So first things first, they are pretty comfortable to wear up until you start to move around sitting on like an airplane. If you try to like kind of like lean over and like, cause I'll typically try to get like a window seat or something and try to like fall asleep like on the window, you're gonna hit this. I couldn't get them to stay that well like this way, so if you put them on backwards, they kind of stay, but eventually they'll start to like kind of slide off, and you know, doing this not really that great either. So in terms of like just having them on like this, if you're gonna try to go to sleep, it might be kind of uncomfortable. Maybe it might not be something you notice, but I kind of notice like if like I'm hitting this, and oftentimes a lot of times I found myself kind of like hitting the headphones when I was like on a plane, especially like moving around or something. But then there are also times where I was wearing them over a hat, so I have to take that kind of like into consideration in terms of like thinking about spacing and stuff like that. Now, they did sound really good. I had no issues with the sound. They sounded really good wired, wireless. To me, they sounded the exact same. I really liked that. It actually had some functions that I wasn't necessarily aware of when I first got, being that on the left ear cuff side, there is this B button, which I thought was the only button. However, above it and below it are actually buttons as well. So it's pretty neat. Above it is actually volume up, and below it is volume down. And then the B button actually, you can press it to pause, double press, I think, to skip, and then like a triple press to go back to the previous song. So that, and then it's also the same thing for like if you get an incoming call or anything, you can actually press the B button to answer the call, to end the call, and then you can also, you know, volume up and volume down. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's very helpful. It is very different and actually more functionality than like, you know, you have on like, let's say the AirPods. So I did very much so like that. It was a very nice music experience. Now, I did kind of hear what they were saying about like the bass in songs and stuff. The bass was not as fully there in some of the songs as I know the bass should be, but it's not something that necessarily deterred me or distracted me in terms of listening to it. It was just something that since I was actively listening for to see, I noticed it. But I mean, it's, especially if you're using wireless, it's kind of difficult to get that, and for the price point that these are at, you're going to have to go a lot higher end of headphones in order to get it to sound like super perfect for listening to like the music, and for if you're like an audiophile and everything, you're gonna have to get a really expensive high-end model of headphones. These are pretty decently expensive at $200. However, there are much more expensive headphones on the market. Now, one of the best things that I do love about this is this. The carrying case that it came with, oh my god, I love this. Because the headphones fold, which I love this too, the fact that they fold like this, and then you stick them in here. I have the headphone cable in here as well, so I stick it in here, and then I have this on my backpack, and it doesn't take up any space, which is amazing. Like, I love that I just have them sort of hanging from my backpack with this case, which actually looks very nice. It's very pretty, and knowing that they're there and then just easily accessible, unzip and zip them, because I carry so much electronics and stuff with me, even in my backpack, that being able to get extra space, even headphone size space in my backpack, is amazing and something that I definitely love. So this is like one of the most amazing features. And the cable is also pretty cool too. It has the same functionality where it has the buttons on here, so you can press that volume up, volume down, talk, skip song, everything, so that That's very nice as well. So I do love that. Other than that, the only thing that I noticed that was a sort of issue for me is kind of wearing them around my neck like this. I don't find this to be too comfortable, even like when I extend them, but I'm not really like a headphone wearer like this. I don't really typically wear headphones around my neck like this, but these seem to be sort of extra uncomfortable when it comes to wearing them around your neck like that. More so than I've noticed with other headphones that I've owned in the past. Now, that's just something like a personal experience of mine, probably not necessarily a deal breaker to other people, but it is something that I felt was like kind of noteworthy. All in all though, I think that these are really good headphones. I do think that for the price, you might be able to get something that might be a little bit better. However, they're something that I will use. I'm also very aesthetic, and I also like for things to look a certain way. These headphones look really nice, and they look really nice with outfits and when I'm going places. I know that that's kind of like a dumb reason to like sort of purchase headphones or to base something like headphones a decision off of, but what can I say, like that's just the way that I am. So in terms of, for the price point of $200 for getting headphones that are going to look this good, that are going to have a case that looks this good, and that are going to be wireless and sound the way that they do, I think that these are fantastic. I do think that they travel really well. However, I do think that I also am going to say that it's probably going to be kind of uncomfortable to try to sleep with them on. It might be easier to use some AirPods or some other different types of inner ear headphones or earbuds. But if you're someone that can sleep in sort of any condition or whatever, then they might be just fine for you. There are a lot of people that sleep with headphones on. I don't necessarily sleep with headphones on well anyway, but with these, it was very hard for me too. It wasn't hard for me to sleep, it was hard for me to get comfortable without feeling like I was bumping it or sort of pushing it up against like the wall or something like that, you know? In terms of battery life, it has a fantastic battery life. It's supposed to last for, I think, up to like 12 hours. I never used it consistently for 12 hours, but I did go a couple of days without charging it, kind of forgetting or not having time to charge it, and not ever experiencing it dying. So the charge time on this and the battery life on these are fantastic, actually. Like, it says on the box that's supposed to be up to 12 hours. I believe that it can probably easily do that. So for battery life, for long flights and long travel especially, these are going to be fantastic wireless headphones. And then on top of that, it's like when the battery dies, you can still use the headphone jack and you can still just plug it in. So if you have a headphone jack, unfortunately I have an iPhone 10, so I don't, but if you have a phone that does have a headphone jack, then by all means, then you have headphones, wireless headphones that are going to last forever as soon as you introduce the wire to it. Anyways, that's all that I have for you guys. I definitely would suggest packing they're a great pair of headphones, and if you care as much about being aesthetically pleasing and something that looks really good and does sound good, then I would definitely get a pair of these. They are $200 on Amazon. I will throw down a link below if you guys want to check them out and get them. I will also give you a couple other options of headphones that are not as expensive as this one, but are almost of the same quality, kind of in the same caliber, so that way you have different options if you don't want to spend that much money on headphones. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you want to see more review videos, please click here. If you want to see unboxing videos of me unboxing products such as this one before I review it, then click here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please click somewhere at the top as well, or hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around the world. Bye.